Hi again, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Encounter, where we actually allow you to see some of the amazing things here in Central Florida's Polk. I'm Mike Moore. Along with me, of course, is Jessica Garcia, and we thank you for joining us.
Now, today on Encounter, we're going to take you on a little road trip. We're going to show you how to spend a morning, an afternoon, and possibly even a whole day enjoying the sights of US Highway 27.
That's right, Jessica. We're going to take you with us as we visit 4 amazing and interesting destinations where the best part is you don't need much money, or some things are absolutely free to have a good time.
Now, what better way to kick off a half-day journey than right here at what was formerly known as Outpost 27. And if you think this is just a tourist stop, you need to think again.
You think people are kind of surprised when they see what you have here?
Yes, very surprised. We get compliments every day, basically. This is the nicest visitor center somebody's ever visited.
You know, it's interesting when you consider this is not just a tourist information booth, even a big fancy one. This really kind of is a destination in and of itself. Tell me about that.
It is. When you walk into our building, obviously you see the big plane, you see the big graphics on the walls. It really invites you into Polk County, gives you a little taste of the area. As you walk through the building, you'll see our interactive displays. We have TV screens to highlight each individual attraction in our top 5. We have a putting green off to the side of the building. We have tons of golf courses in Polk County, and people can go get a taste of those golf courses, do a little putting. The kids love it. There's also a dock out back with rocking chairs with a pond. It mimics a lake. We do have 554 lakes in Polk County, with plenty of things to do on those lakes, boat rentals, water ski lessons, and crazy things like fly boarding and things like that. So they can get a little taste of the lake by just relaxing on the back porch.
You're trying to give them a taste of Polk County right here.
Right here, yeah, and that way they'll kind of get a little taste, and then they'll head out into the county and experience those things for themselves on a bigger scale.
These discounted tickets. These are discounted tickets to where and what?
Our discounted tickets are to Polk County attractions as well as outside of Polk and the surrounding area. We do sell Legoland, Florida tickets. We sell Bach Tower Gardens, Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, just to name a few.
All the biggies here in Central Florida.
All the big ones, and as well as some smaller ones such as Gatorland, Kennedy Space Center, Fun Spot. We do have a top 5 attraction list, which we do usually start with. That would be Legoland, Florida being number 1, Bach Tower Gardens, Safari Wilderness Ranch in Lakeland, we recommend a lot. River Ranch, down in River Ranch, down towards Lake Wales. They have a ton of stuff to do down there people don't really realize. They have the rodeo, but they also have tons of other things like swamp buggy rides, airboat rides. And then we also have Frank Lloyd Wright Architecture, the largest one-site collection of his architecture located in Lakeland on the Florida Southern campus.
Some of the spots that, when you tell them, have you ever heard about such and such, they, oh, that's cool.
A few other places we like to recommend. A lot of people don't know about Circle B Bar Reserve. It's a free attraction, and visitors can go and just have a nice afternoon walking the trails. They can see gators in their natural habitat, which a lot of people like who are not from Florida. There's also places like Davidson of Dundee where they can see the local candies being made. People really like that local feel to the area.
It's kind of interesting. Some of the places that you've mentioned, you kind of have some of their products here. I guess kind of if you like what you got here, you can go visit their place.
Actual store, yeah. We do have a great gift shop here. Visitors can come get authentic Florida souvenirs, authentic Polk County souvenirs. We just started carrying Lang's merchandise, a few jellies, salsas, sauces, different things. And we also sell Davidsons of Dundee, marmalades, jellies, fudge, citrus candies, all kinds. It's just a small sample of what they have at their store.
We are at our second stop, Webb's Candy Shop.
Boy, I tell you what, there's a lot of goodies here. I don't know what you want to do. I got some ideas. What are you going to do?
I think I want to check out the goat milk fudge and how it's made.
That sounds interesting. You got to let me know all about that.
Okay, I will.
Tell you what, I'm going to meet with the owner and learn some of their history. I'm sure it's fascinating.
Oh, I'm sure too. And I want to hear about that as well.
You got it.
All right.
Let's check it out.
Let's do it.
Oh, thank you very much. That is pineapple with pecans.
I'm going to try two.
Sure.
This is John Webb. He's the owner of Webb's. And wow, if you like candy, this is the place to be, John.
It is. It is. We actually, my parents started in the early 1940s in New York State. You can believe it or not, they started in a barn with a dirt floor.
Wow.
Making what we call all-day lollipops. And they would make those 24 hours a day, 3 shifts.
Wow.
And then after that, it was kind of like the hula hoop. It was very popular, and then it
Or it died down?
died down.
Okay.
But then they started making goat milk fudge, and that's kind of what we've become known for, the goat milk fudge, both in New York and in Florida.
We're here with Mike. He is known as the Candy Man, and he is stirring the fudge as we speak. And Mike, can you just tell us a little bit about the process of making the fudge and why it's special?
Yes, of course. This is the chocolate fudge that I'm making here right now. The main ingredients for the chocolate fudge, you have to have sugar, of course. We have put in some corn syrup, and a lot of chocolate goes into it.
Oh yeah.
And this cooks for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then right after 20 minutes, you will see the process of me putting it on the marble. Once it's ready, I'm gonna pour it into the trough, and that's how it's gonna set up to get cut up for the next day. Chocolate fudge is ready, and we're about to pour it onto the table. Give it another stir. All right, we're gonna go around, or you can stay where you're at. I'm
Okay.
going around. And we're gonna pour this slowly onto it. You can see how thick it's gotten. From 235 degrees. That's the first step. After 10 minutes, it'll be ready for flipping, and then it'll set up into the trough. Start flipping the fudge to thicken up so that I can pour it into the trough. So that takes usually about 5 to 7 minutes. Now that the fudge is all cut up, you can taste it. It's right here. I have our fudge. It's cut up, and we have a chocolate pecan, peanut butter, and a plain chocolate for you to try. Just
my
a small
favorite.
variety for you to get a taste
I
test.
think I'll try the chocolate pecan first. Wow, this is amazing. There's something different about this than typical fudge. Is there something else that we didn't talk about
Now,
in the fudge?
of course, what makes our fudge so special is that the fact that it's made with goat's milk.
Wow.
Now, our goat's milk is more richer than the regular dairy milk, and it makes it creamier and richer. And that's what makes our goat milk fudge
That's
much
definitely
better.
what I'm tasting in there. It is much thicker, much more tastier. The goat milk is a great second because if you're lactose intolerant or you can't have milk for some reason, goat milk is just the way to go.
Citrus candies, the formula for that was created by two ladies in Davenport, just in their kitchen. They just started selling it at bake sales, churches, and it just evolved into a pretty large citrus business.
Right.
And we bought that in the 70s and moved out to Highway 27 and built this building. So currently we make over 100 kinds of candy, everything from citrus candy to hand-dipped chocolates, fudge. We also make about 35 flavors of ice cream.
Wow.
So anybody coming through can, take a tour of the factory and see the candy being made, ice cream being made.
Jessica, we have made it to our third stop.
We have.
We've been looking forward to this for a long time. It's time for lunch, and we're here at La Fiesta Mexicana restaurant in Haines City.
Yes, we are. We're going to talk to some of the owners today. And first up is Mariella. She's going to come over and just tell us a little bit about the menu. How are you doing today?
Good, good. How are you? Thank you for coming.
Hey, thanks for having us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, we are an authentic Mexican restaurant. Everything is fresh, homemade, and we're hoping you love it. And thank you for coming, like I said.
Okay,
I have to tell you, I have never had authentic Mexican, so I am very excited about this. What do you recommend that what are some of your favorite dishes too?
Let's see. Well, fajita mix. I mean, traditional tacos, Mexican tacos. We do have a very large variety. Chimichangas, burritos, enchiladas, tacos. We want to get you out of the taco,
I'm going to say another place, yes.
Traditional Mexican tacos, fresh-made tortillas, fresh-made everything.
Well, what do you recommend for our lunch today? I don't know what Jessica wants, but...
I want to say fajita mix. I want to say chimichanga, enchiladas. I want to give you a little bit of everything. Fiesta sampler. We make our own tamales here as well. Quesadilla.
Well, we are open for anything that you want to bring over.
If you insist and twist our arms.
I will do that.
Okay, well, we're going to enjoy these snacks, and I guess we'll see you in a few minutes.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Oh, looky there.
Fajitas.
Ooh, it's smoking.
Fajita mix. Fiesta sampler.
Delicious.
This was the Fiesta sampler that I was talking to you about. Fresh tamales.
Ooh, very
Here daily. This is a chimichanga ranchera.
Okay.
I just have a quick question. Where's Jessica's food? No, I'm just kidding.
She's not eating today. It's all for you.
Oh, wow.
And this is enchilada suizas. I gave you one of each because I do want you to try chicken, steak, and ground beef.
Wow.
You guys enjoy. I hope
Well,
you love
thank
it.
you. We will. Thank you. I don't know if you're hungry, Jessica, but I'm going to eat.
Oh, yes, me too. And I am not going home hungry.
I don't think so. Not today.
All right.
All right, Jessica, you are actually married to an authentic Mexican.
I am.
So you be the official guide here with our authentic Mexican food.
Okay, so
What are we doing first?
you should try some fajita.
Okay.
So you're going to take a tortilla
Okay.
and you're going to load it up with some of this yummy stuff on the plate, the rice and the beans and the lettuce and the guacamole and the salsa. And then You're
What are you
gonna
gonna
add some meat and onions to it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut into this I forget what it's called, tamale. And I'm gonna try this tamale on my plate right here.
And like I was telling you earlier, I have never had authentic Mexican until. I know you're not supposed to talk with your mouth full, but I can't help it. This is really, really good.
Oh yeah.
This is good.
Well, what we're eating right here is actually the specials, and the typical person that comes will order one of these, and this is what this place is famous for. Here's the enchiladas, and there's 3 different types. All right, it's time for the chimichanga over here.
I can't believe how good this was, Jessica.
I know, my goodness, I'm so stuffed.
And I think it's very important we point out that we did not eat all of this food by ourselves.
No, absolutely not.
We shared with our crew. They were very grateful because this food was so good. I mean,
Yes.
the flavor, it was so, and I really like authentic Mexican.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It is great stuff.
What did you like the best?
You know, I really enjoyed the fajitas. Love the sour cream on the fajitas with the tortillas. They have corn tortillas here that they make from scratch, so I thought that was really neat.
Yeah, I think they make everything from scratch.
Yeah, from the most part.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe we ought to bring in the man that made all this food. He's
Let's
the chef.
hear from the chef.
Yeah, maybe we can get Cy to come in over here, and because everything was so good. And Cy, come on in here. Everything was very good.
Very good. I'm glad you guys liked it. Very good.
I hope I said this right. You guys make just everything from scratch?
Everything from scratch. Everything from scratch. We got the tamales. It's handmade. We make it here. The tortillas, the flour tortillas you had in there, the corn tortillas. Everything it's made here. The chips, the salsa. You know, it's a great recipe. It's my own creation. Yes.
Yeah, I was eating the shrimp, and there was something about, there was a taste there.
Yeah. That's real. It's another mix that we have in there. It's really good. Everybody loves it.
Is this a secret here? Or?
Yeah. It is a secret. We have this guy. He makes jams. You know, jalapeno jams, all these different kinds. He brings me a bottle of jams and trades me for the system. He brings a little jar in there. Yeah.
That's smart. That's how you can get some.
Well, we got a chance to meet your wife, and we wanted to get a chance to meet you. And just kind of quickly tell us, I know you've been here about, what, 9 years?
We've been here, 9 years. We live here in Polk County, in Ponciana, Polk County side, and we always wanted to come, closer to home because we were driving 2 hours.
Wow.
One way, 2 hours back, too long. So when we found this place, it was dead here. We came in here, I came and buy some groceries at the Mexican store over there. And I came around, it just looked new, brand new, because they redid all the streets and all that after the hurricanes. And this place here collapsed, they rebuilt it. So they had another place here, but they closed. And then I was looking around, just driving around, and I saw this place closed down, so I came in there. And it was here for like 5 minutes, and then the owner, the landlord comes out, and he's like, "You found this in the newspaper? We just added it yesterday."
Wow.
I was like, no, I just came. It's like I just came, and looking around, and we talked. I called her husband, and since then, the very next day, he's like, "Oh man," and he's like, "What kind of place you want to?" And so I told him a little bit about it, and we did it. And we've been here 9 years. So
9 years. It's wonderful.
You know what's interesting is, Cy, that this is authentic Mexican food, but you're authentic Mexican. You and your wife.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I was born and raised here. I came here when I was 16. So we came Chicago. She was 12 when she came. We didn't know each other. So after I was 19 when I met her. So when I came here, I started working in restaurants. Started dishwasher, and then prep, and then pizzas, and then all this other stuff. So when I was at the same place, I worked there 6 years. The same place as dishwasher, I became the sous chef. So I was there for that long, and then and I was always, every time we had a little party, I would do something Mexican, and we had a little table, and we were there. And then he's like, "Oh, we met Paul Luca, that's his name. He still has the same restaurant."
Okay.
He's like, "One day we'll have a restaurant." I said, I'm gonna have a restaurant.
And now you have a restaurant.
He has more, but you know what?
That's all right.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, and that was the idea. So we came here after what, we got married, she was pregnant, and then we came here when I was in 97, 97, 98. And since then, you know, we've been here. Yeah, I was working somewhere else then, you know, but we always had the idea of the restaurant, so.
Well, La Fiesta Mexicana restaurant. Quickly before we wrap out of time here, tell us the hours, and because people want to come here. When are you open?
We're open 11 to 9, and then Friday and Saturday 11 to 10 o'clock. And then we have mariachi bands sometime, you know, now once a month. So we'll put it up on the board whenever we get it. So, and then we're open for lunch and dinner. We don't close, so we open from 11 to 3 o'clock for lunch, and then we'll serve dinner after that.
Do you get to sleep somewhere in there? I hope.
Well, yeah, I'll go home whenever I can. Yeah.
All right, Jessica, we're here at our fourth and final stop. Let's see, we've gotten a quick tour of the county. We've gotten some great goat milk fudge.
Yes, we have.
A great Mexican lunch, and now it's time for a little more dessert, a little more candy.
I agree.
Anything here that kind of strikes your fancy? What would you like to do now?
Oh yes, there's some yummy jellies and a ton of yummy different types of marmalade. I'm gonna go find some tasty treats to bring home to my family.
Oh, they're gonna love you for that. I tell you
Yeah.
what, since you got to see how the goat milk fudge was made, I'm gonna check out behind me and see how the citrus candy is made. This ought to be pretty cool.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
agree.
I'll catch
All
up with
right.
you later.
Sounds good.
Okay. Tom Davidson is the man here at the Candy Factory. Great to have you here.
Well, thank you so
Great
much.
to be here, I should
I'm
say.
so glad you're here.
Yeah, all this candy being on make behind me, it gets me very hungry and my appetites are buzzing. You've been involved with this business for a number of years. Your father started it back in '67. Tell me about
correct.
the beginning days. I know you weren't there to help, but tell me about that.
Well, my father grew up in Winter Haven, and in the early 60s, up through about 67, 68, he worked for Sunline Candy Company, where he was involved with some other people that invented sweet tarts.
Really?
The company made pixie sticks.
Okay.
And they turned the powder into a tablet, and that was the beginning of the sweet tarts. And that went over, of course, great guns, still around today.
Yep.
And he wanted to come back home. So he decided he would open his own candy factory. And he wanted to be on the northern side of Cypress Gardens. And that was, of course, back in those days, there was no Disney World or SeaWorld or Universal or any of that. It was, when you came to Florida, you would visit Cypress Gardens. That was the big deal. So he opened on the north side, so as people were going home, they could stop by the candy factory and get some citrus candies and chocolates, coconut patties, and of course, the marmalades and jellies, whatever they like.
He's kind of shrewd catching them on the way home,
yes,
right?
Yes. Of course, we had the tours.
Sure.
The kitchens and packing areas and jelly factory, everything's glass enclosed, so you can watch it. Back in the early 70s, we started to bring in a lot of machines for manufacturing process. Big vacuum kettles and pretty neat setup. The problem was when we made the batches like that, electronically, I guess you could say.
Right.
They didn't taste the same. So we pulled all those out, I think in '72, and went back to the old-fashioned way and said, we're going to stay low-tech.
And you've
except
stayed
where
low-tech.
necessary. We have, we had we had a journalist that came down from Washington Post and was just fascinated by the place and just was kept making the comment that must have cost millions of dollars to make it so retro looking. I said, yeah, no, actually nothing's changed. It's it was pretty easy to do, actually.
Let's see, some orange butter, temple orange butter, mango butter, coconut butter. Thinking this one over here, the creamy coconut spread looks great for my husband.
But imagine there's some secrets and tricks here how you make this. Tell me about this.
Yeah, sure there are. When we're using, of course, orange juice, key lime juice, lemon, tangerine, grapefruit, strawberry, blueberry, all the things that we're using for the citrus candies. We do some of the things that are kind of, were done hundreds of years ago. In fact, some of the recipes we were able to make ours even better by going to a recipe book that was written at the turn of the last century, which is kind of neat. But,
and I see them getting ready to pour. And this is hot, you said. This candy is over 200 degrees?
Yes, you're looking at about 224 degrees.
Wow.
So, yeah,
and then it's going to have to sit there for a while and cure, as you say.
That's correct. It is going to have to cure for about 72 hours, and then we're ready to go. Once that's cut, it's a real delicate piece of candy. It won't stick to your teeth or anything like that. It starts to dissolve, and then you get that good orange juice or tangerine juice taste, and it's just really, really different, very, very unique, but true citrus candy.
Now, Santa has his elves, so I guess these are your Tom's elves.
That's right.
The candy makers.
Yes,
so.
yes. And these elves know exactly what to do.
As I say, their expertise is probably really hard to match, isn't it?
They make good stuff, no two ways about it. I mean, I've been here for decades and eating it every day, so that's a good sign.
It must be hard to know that you're going to have to wait 72 hours for that candy to cure, because you're really wanting to get it. But that's what makes it have, like you said, doesn't stick to your mouth and gives it that real rich taste that it is.
And when you bite in that candy, it's like you just bit into that orange. So that makes it a really, really good flavor, and it makes it a really, really neat and unique taste.
Yeah,
and it's fun to make it, and it's fun to eat it. Now,
this is the best part here, Tom.
Now it's time to enjoy what we've been seeing. So we've got like the chocolate mint, we've got strawberry, blueberry, tangerine. Wow. I haven't had that in a while. When the tours are over, we come over here and have some of the samples of the products that we saw being packed or made. So,
what do you recommend? I want to taste a little bit of everything, but what do you recommend?
You always hear that I love it all, and I do. But I haven't had the tangerine in a while. So
okay.
I'm going to have a little tangerine.
All right, let's try this here.
Absolutely. A little tangerine for you.
A little tangerine for me.
Tangerine here. What do you think? That's hard to beat, isn't it?
That is good.
And it's just like biting a tangerine. Isn't that great?
I like it.
Yeah, it doesn't stick to your teeth or anything. It just breaks right apart, and you can taste that juice.
It's kind of like Lay's. You can't eat just one.
That's right. That's right. Of course, we have key lime.
That
kind of tastes like key lime pie. Have you tried that?
No, I haven't. Okay. I haven't. I got. I'm going to say yes to anything here.
I like this as
well.
well.
While we're eating, tell me we have two people here that work here for you.
Yes, we have Dana and Brenda. Dana helps us actually everywhere. She can cook, she can cut, she can works out front as well. Sometimes she runs a marmalade and jelly factory. Her mother works with us as well, and she can do everything imaginable with
keeping it
candy
in the family,
products
right,
and marmalades.
Dana? Yeah.
Very, very smart girl. Brenda's a great help for us too. She's running the retail side of it for us right now, and we'll take care of the customers, give the tours today, and get the samples and all that ready for us as well.
This is really good.
You like key lime pie, huh?
I like key lime pie, but I got my eye on strawberry. Can we try the strawberry here? Because I love strawberries, so.
Yeah, that strawberry's good, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
That's another.
I don't think you're going to show me anything that's not good.
Well, you can see why. When I say we have about 70 flavors of candies. The chocolates, nougats. We have, we make a lemon meringue candy. We have a chocolate strawberry and a vanilla orange, like an oranges and cream. We have almost 70 flavors of marmalades and jellies. Everything from orange marmalade to key lime jelly. We have a coconut spread we make. Make guava jelly and orange pineapple, cherry and honeybell marmalade. We make a sunset jelly. A lot of neat things. Hurricane marmalade.
Wow.
Which is pretty good as well. But a lot of fun stuff.
If you're picky about what you like, then there's enough there that you're going to find something,
right?
Or maybe a lot of things that you're going to like.
Yeah.
Tom, I really appreciate it. I appreciate the tour. I appreciate the samples. I appreciate you letting us in there with our cameras.
Absolutely.
And I hope people are going to continue to come in here and try this. Meet Brenda, meet Dana, say hello to Tom, whoever's here.
Tour and free samples.
Yeah, you can't beat this right here on 27 and Dundee. Thank you again.
Thank you for coming. Great seeing you.
I'm going to continue to sample. I haven't quite sampled enough. And when we do that, Jessica's going to continue to shop. And I'm sure she's going to ring up a big bill. But we'll go check out with her right now.
Orange Dream.
Or there you go.
Chocolate and vanilla.
Chocolate and vanilla. There you go.
Yeah, so the orange chocolate and then the white chocolate. So it's like a orange dream. That's pretty good.
Now this is different than the.
Yeah, we also do the chocolates and white chocolates.
Oh.
Mint, peanut butter, chocolate and pecans, all kinds of southern flavors you can think of.
Wow.
Yeah, good stuff.
This is good stuff.
See what I mean?
You. Yeah. I don't know how you stay so.
Yeah, I don't know. You
trim.
can see it's man.
He'll be outside running a couple miles an hour. We'll get some shots of it.
Good point.